Alright guys, this is Papa Crescendo here. This is my first editing video tutorial for you guys. I've done hundreds of videos editing using Corel Live Studio, Video Studio right here. I use Corel Video Studio X8. As you can see up here, there are new ones. I think they're up to X10. And you can buy these on eBay used. To get the disc, I would recommend. And we're going to get on to this. What I am showing you is a live edit of my son's channel, MinetheJ. Check it out. If you've got kids, it's a great, fun, family-friendly channel. And this is what I call the epic style video, where I record using an external camera to get this footage here, like this. And I'm gonna click this, do Control Alt, so I can click both of these, and then put this in the timeline down here. It'll drag both of them down at the same time. Just saves me time. So they're both in here. When you see this little check mark here, see right here, that means that you've used that clip in the timeline. Please ignore all of these other clips up here. Those are not being used. And then this is the clip that I recorded using OBS, Streamlabs OBS, which I'm going to put on the top line. So these are the two tracks that we're using. So what I do is I record on Streamlabs right here. As you can see, I'm actually recording right now, where I'm only recording the screen. That's the setting. And I capture, let's say, Roblox, right? And it also captures the microphone. As you can see, my microphone is capturing right now. And right here, the desktop, it'll also capture any desktop sound as well. And you just need to play with the volume to see what fits by doing some tests. Okay, but this isn't a Streamlabs tutorial. This is an editing tutorial. So I'm assuming you guys know how to use Streamlabs. So you've already recorded Streamlabs. All I did was drag over the clip into Corel. So like I can pretty much grab any of these clips here. Let's say I grab this clip here and I just drag it over like this. Boom. And there it is. Make sure though that up here you've got the video on. If you don't and you drag it over, it freaks it out and you'll have to reboot. So I don't need this clip, so I'm just going to delete the clip. It doesn't delete the video, just deletes the clip from Corel. All right, so now what I got to do is I got to line these two up because the sound is off. These are two completely separate clips. So if I click on here, the sound mixer, it's going to show me this. And I've already done a little bit of work on this, but I need to get these to line up. So as you can see, they're almost lined up, but they're not lined up quite right. So I usually do some sort of clap to give myself a marker, and that's what this is. So we're going to listen to this real quick. We're rolling, and there's the clap. See? So I see the clap right here, and this one should be the same thing.
We're rolling,
and there is the clap right here.
No, that didn't say action. I just
Okay, so I know I need to drag this just a little bit. It's going to be a little off. If I play them both, listen, right? It's going to be...
We're rolling.
Hear the echo? That echo is because it's not lined up. So I'm going to line this up like this. Oh, that's pretty good. Now, if you click on this plus right here, the zoom in, I can zoom in and really, really get it perfect. But boy, that looks really good. So I'm going to play it. I get out of the sound mixer though, because the sound mixer does not, if you leave it here and play it, it's not what it really sounds like. I'm going to go here and shrink this back down to where I like it right here. I'm going to click on this back space, which goes all the way back, and let's hear it.
We're rolling. And no, that didn't say action. That was just a mark.
Okay, so that sounds perfect. No echo. It sounds excellent, and I'm playing both. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to mute the green screen because that is just the microphone from the 4K camera that I filmed the green screen on. So I'm going to mute that, and I'm going to use the sound from this line because this is where I recorded Streamlabs. I'm going to refer to Streamlabs as Slobs now, okay? Streamlabs OBS. So the sound from Slobs is what I'm going to use.
We're rolling.
See?
We're rolling. And no,
So that's what I'm going to use. And usually, if it's too low, which it seems like it's a little low on sound, I'll right-click on this clip and go to Audio Filter. And I go to Amplify right here, Add Amplify, go to Options, and I'll bump it up to 300. 300 should be enough. And I'll listen to it and see if that works. Now let's watch the whole thing with the...
We're rolling.
Sounds pretty good.
And no, that didn't say action. That was just a marker. Okay,
Let's see how loud my volume is. Yeah, that's pretty good.
3.
Okay, so now that everything's lined up, I go to step 2, right? I'm going to go to my green screen, and I'm going to click on it, and then I'm going to put it, grab the corner like this, stretch it all the way out, and we're going to do a little chroma key tutorial here. How do we get rid of the green screen? So it's easy. If you have a green screen, you can put it up. Very easy to make a cheap green screen. You can go buy some green board at Walmart with some green tape and make your own green screen that way. But actually, green screens aren't that expensive. You can find them on eBay. Anything green will do because most things that you wear aren't green. And so it's easy to do. If you use blue, blue doesn't work as well, or red doesn't work as well either, but you could use those. You can chroma key anything. All right, so now once I have this, I want to go ahead and fix the color here. So once I click on that, click on Options right here. And then I'm going to go to chroma key, mask and chroma key. Just in case that doesn't pop up, you've got two issues here. You can do attribute or edit. So if I go to edit, you're not going to see the chroma key. You're going to see color correction, which let's go to color correction. I always like to color correct a little bit here. I always like to bump that up to about 8 to add a little color. I don't like to do the auto tone because sometimes it just makes it too bright and freaks out the green too. So I think that's fine. If I want to go a little brighter, I could use brightness a little bit just to make it a little brighter, but I don't want to fog it up too much, so I'll leave it there. You can play with that. You can also use contrast, but usually on saturation I like to go to 8. All right, then I'll go to attribute and then click on mask and chroma key, click apply overlay, boom, and it goes away. But I don't like it picking it itself, so I click on this little droplet thing and see how it has like a little thing, and then I can click on the lightest area. See, if I click on the dark green, see how different it is? So try to click on the lightest green possible. That's pretty good. And so then I'll unclick it. Then if I see any green, I see a little green around his hand, I can grab on this and then tweak it. See, if I go this way, green comes. So I want to go in the opposite direction. But if you go too far, see, it's going to get rid of some of the black. So I want to make sure that my black is still solid. So I think 0 is fine. I'm going to leave it at 0. You can also use this here and test it. See, there's a little fuzz right there. So I'm going to put that about here. You can play with this. So if you need to go a little darker, see how his hat, you've got some area at the top of his hat. Watch how it gets darker. See that? Now lighter. Darker, lighter. So I'm going to go until I get darker, right about there. So that looks pretty good. Now I'm going to go ahead and test it and play it out.
We're rolling.
So that looks pretty good. I don't see anything too crazy. Looks pretty solid. Shirt looks good.
Okay, ready?
Color correction looks good. All right, cool. So now we are done with the chroma key section. We're also done with how you line up the two clips with the sound, and now we're just going to go into some basic editing. So what I'm going to do here, check this out. I'm going to go back to the beginning. I always click a different line here. I'm a loss for words today. And then I go all the way to the end or the beginning. And what I'm going to do, if you click up here, this is your media, okay? So this line's got media. This is your transitions if you want to add transitions. This is all the text, and you can check it out and play around with it. I don't even know what this is. I don't think I've ever used it. FX, I use this a lot. These are all of my favorite effects, but it's got a whole bunch of effects that you can add to any of your clips, and I've never used this one either. I'm just using basic stuff, but this is the media where all your stuff is. So what I was going to say is I'm going to add my bell icon intro. So what you want to do is you want to lock these two up. See these little locks? Once I lock these two up, they'll always stay the same. So if I throw in my bell icon, it moves both lines. See that? Then I'm going to throw in the MinetheJ intro. And then what I always like to do is after the bell icon video, which is just saying, hey, everybody, subscribe and hit the notification button, right? And then I put in a little clip of the video that might be exciting or interesting, and then goes to the intro. But I don't know which clip I'm going to use until I start editing and going through the whole process. But once you do have those videos, let's say I wanted to put this in here. There's a little Papa Crescendo face reveal, and I want to put that in here. Look, I just drop it right after the bell icon, and it moves all my clips over. But make sure that all your other clips after you're editing are clicked here. All of your music that you want to add into the different, once again, I can't think of that word. These little tracks, thank you, tracks. So let's say I made a big mistake. Oops, I don't want Papa Crescendo face reveal. Go up here to edit and undo. Boom, and we're back to where we were. So that undo is great. By the way, do not forget to hit File Save often. Often. I haven't even named this yet. I don't know what this is. I know it's Roblox. I'm just going to do Roblox MinetheJ for now because I don't know what game he played. But name it whatever it is, and I'm going to save it. Because from time to time, your computer will crash. If you do not have a powerful computer to handle this type of editing, it can crash on you. Now, you don't need a super powerful. This is just my work laptop, but it is an Intel Core i7, and it's got gosh, I don't know, but it's got decent RAM. Anyway, let's move on. All right, guys. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to record some music to put in here in this line down here. You have a music line. I've got 3 in here because I went in here and I went to the music tracks and I added all 3 music tracks because I know I'm going to need them. You can also add video tracks if you want, overlay tracks. Actually, you have multiple overlay tracks, so you can put as many different tracks that you need while you're editing. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is record some copyrighted music. You can only do up to 10 seconds. So this is the video. This is the music that we're going to record. So I'm going to be silent for a little bit while I go to, what you would do is go to Streamlabs, hit record. Of course, I'm already recording. And, oh, what's happening here? And then I'm going to go ahead and hit record. Now I'm going to blast this all the way up because I need a nice... always do that on this. I'm going to turn up the desktop audio all the way as well to make sure I get a good recording. And now we're ready to go. And this is already queued up. Here we go. All right, so now I know that I'm good. I've got more than I need. I'll go ahead and hit record to stop the recording. What I got to do now is bring over the video that we just recorded. I've got my file already open right here, and this is the video. No, this is the video right here, and I'm going to drag it over and drop it right there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to find the spot where somewhere pretty close, right around there. Let's get it closer. And then I'm going to click on here because I can get rid of all of this here. And let's listen. I can only get 10 seconds even on this tutorial. So I'm going to cue this up as much as possible. Click here. And here we go. So it looks like right about there. Let's see if that's where I want it. Oh, almost, but not quite. So let's, I can take this wheel and go back like that if you want. So I need it just a little bit right before that one, right? Maybe right there. Click here. So I shorten the clip and it's still not quite perfect. This is one that requires really, needs to be really tight. Right there. And action. There we go. So once you figure out exactly where you want it, go ahead and click this back one. And now you've got your clip ready to go. And I'm going to shorten that clip more. I'm going to put that right here. And actually, I only need audio. So if I drag, even though this is a video clip, I'm going to drag it all the way to the bottom. It's just going to be an audio clip. And I need to see how long this clip is for. So what I can do is click on this. So we're at 120 and I can only go 10 seconds. So let's see. Right there. That's it. As far as I can go. Sorry. I wanted to go a little longer, but you can't. So that's going to be a delete. Did you see that? I just hit this little cut. I cut that little piece out and it's gone. Now I'm going to edit through here, you know, with a transition or whatever. If I go here, you can watch what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to do a fade in and a fade out. And how do you do that? You just right click, fade in, fade out. So now we listen to it here. Look right, so I'm going to fix that. Maybe have him just come in at the what's up peeps. Just because of this music. And also the music's really loud. So I'm going to go over here to the little music edit. And I'm going to come here and grab this. We'll click on it first. And we're going to grab it and bring it down. And it's a guess, really. So I'm going to go 4.2. And let's bring this down to 4.2. There it is. And then we'll go ahead and test it again. And let's see. There I hit click. So that sounded pretty good. Right there, I'm going to cut. So let's get out of the music. And now all I have to do here is hit this cut. It's going to cut everything. It cut this line. It cut this track. It also cut this track. These two, I need to go away. So what we want to do is make sure this is not locked. So I can delete this without affecting anything. But once I click this, both of these will move simultaneously because I have it locked here and locked here. Right click, delete, and it moved over. Now everything should be cool, and I want to add a transition. So I'm going to go here to AB. Let's add some kind of cool transition. I'm going to pick something different. Let's go to all, and I can just look through here. We'll just do this one. Okay, so if I click this here, what I want to do is you're going to need this on two of them, one there and one here. Okay, and now let's see what that looks like. Okay, so now what I want to do is add some more layers. We've got the music, the intro. What I'd like to do is add some crowd, you know, screaming and what have you. So we've got this crowd cheer noise that I have, and you can, you know, find this on YouTube and stuff. We'll just put it right here, and I'm also going to do a fade in on that and a fade out as well. And then we'll add this MinetheJ scream here. It just says MinetheJ, MinetheJ. We'll copy that, fade in, fade out. Okay, so we've got like this little intro. Let's hear how that sounds, and action.
So, today is some more Roblox.
So here I've got crowd gasping. So let's see if that'll be a good one. Yeah, that's fine. We'll add that. Just to do something. Let's see what happens. So let's see what happens here.
Glasses, rest in peace. These are new ones because I couldn't find.
All right, so put that right there, and that's how you add a little background.
Rest in peace. These are new ones because I couldn't find the other ones. But today we are playing the game called.
Now, what I don't like right now is that I don't really have music in the background. We still need music in the background, so I'm going to move this up here just so I have enough room to add a song. Okay, guys, so of course make some adjustments. You can move these around and make it fit. So you just got to watch it a little bit and then make your changes as you go. Just remember, if you make changes up here, make sure that you lock these, okay? Because all of this will move on you if you do not. All right, so as I was watching this, we did this
Glasses, rest in peace. These are new ones because I couldn't find the other ones.
And I like that. I couldn't find the other ones. I can do a cut right there, which I'm going to, and add a meme. If you just want to spice it up a little bit, in this case, I'm going to add a meme. So I already looked up for a missing glasses meme. And all I typed in is can't find glasses. This came up. I kind of like this little clip here. So I'm going to go ahead and record this clip. And I'll go into Streamlabs. I click record, which of course we're already recording. And I'm not going to bore you with all of that. We'll skip forward. I'll record it and then we'll come back. Okay, guys, so I just recorded that meme. It's really not a meme. I'm going to make it a meme. And so now I'm going to go grab it. And usually I go through the last ones first. So if you go through the last ones, I've got all these that are already labeled, but it's going to be the first one that's not labeled. Not this one, because that's the one I'm recording right now. So this is the one that I just did regarding the glasses. I'm going to drag it over. Once again, make sure that this is clicked. That's for pictures and that's for music. So that'll have pictures and music all in here. So I'm going to get rid of those because I'm not working with those right now. And typically you can start a whole new, if I go here and I click add, and then I'll have a brand new folder with nothing in it. So, but I'm just working under this other one. Oh boy, which one am I working under? Oops, I think I was working under Campfire. All right, so anyway, there it is. And once again, I'm going to open it up into this little mini edit window. Let's get it to, here's boom, that's where I want it. Click and action.
It's like, hey, what's up, Paula? I'm right here, fool. I'm right here, fool. And I'm just passing up. What's up, Paula? I'm right here, fool. I'm right here, fool.
That's perfect. Boom. That's all I need. Done. So I already edited. It's already edited. I already cut it right here. So if you go down here, I can grab this and scoot this over. And I'm going to add that right in here. Now, since I don't have anything on this side, I don't have to lock these up because these aren't going to move if I put this here. If I put this here, it's going to move this line because it's locked. So now I've got it. Now let's see what that looks like. We'll come back here and we'll look at it.
These are new ones because I couldn't find the other ones.
It's like, hey, what's up, Paula? I'm right here, fool. I'm right here, fool.
But today.
Okay, now we put in the meme. I need some music here. It's a little dry. So what I'm gonna do, as you can see up here, I got rid of these and I'm just leaving the music. I'm gonna drag in a music file. I have my music file already open, and this is the song that I'm gonna want to put in. It's very similar to our intro that was copyrighted. And I'm gonna take this and put this right here. Okay, and then I know I need to drop that down. It's going to be loud. So you see, sometimes it brings you back to the beginning. So make sure you click on that and be very careful as you put this. You want to see the hand. Click on it, hold it, and drag that down. I'm going to drag it as far down as I can. 36 is too much. So I'm going to go one above 36. And that usually is good enough. So it goes to 23. All right, 23 is good. I'm going to go all the way to the end. Whoa, all the way to the end, and then drag this down to 23. There it is. So now that's all done. I'm not going to need it that long, but I'll leave it there for now. So now I'll go ahead and get rid of this, and now we're going to listen to this part and see how this all comes together.
Some more Roblox. The old nerd glasses, rest in peace. These are new ones because I couldn't find the other ones.
It's like, hey.
Now, I don't like that there's a little overlap here. So what I'm going to do is let's move the crowd up over here. I'm going to move Renegade up and drag it over a little bit so it does a little overlapping. Okay, and then let's bring the crowd gas could stay there. Okay, now let's see if that works.
Is some more Roblox. The old nerd glasses, rest in peace. These are new ones because I couldn't find the other ones.
It's like, hey, what's up, Paula? I'm right here, fool. I'm right here, fool.
As you can hear, it just gives that little background so it's not so dry and it's not that loud where it interferes with the voice.